baby, to another episode of Road to GM. Today, our opponent, David Perez Palamo from Mexico. Yes, sir. Oh my God, we running it up. We running it the fuck up. We are really at 60 subscribers right now. That is actually insane. Like, we are so close to 100, and I know we're gonna hit it soon. So, thanks to all of you guys, because honestly, the past few months have been crazy as fuck. I don't want to get into that shit too much because that's a little bit personal, to be honest with you. But I just want to thank you guys because this is like the first time in a minute where I just been content and happy, like looking forward. So thank you guys, all of you. You guys just, it means a lot. Thank you. So let's get into this episode. Enough with all that sentimental. Let's get into it. My opponent with the white pieces plays knight to f3, and I take the center with d5. He plays g3, getting ready to fianchetto. I bring up my bishop. He fianchettos. I develop my knight. Bro, nerd ass boy, trying to always fianchetto. What did I say way back when? You a nerd if you do this, bro. You are not him. So I develop my pawn opening the door for my dark square bishop, and he fianchettos. I develop my dark square bishop. He castles, and I complete the pyramid on light squares with my pawns. Hall of Fame. He strikes on the side, and I develop my knight. He brings his knight. I go and kick it. Yeah. And then I go and push it. I'm planning on castling long, so that's why I'm pushing all these pawns. Oh, what the fuck? Alright. He pushes his pawn. I bring my queen out the way. He's pushing his pawn. I just slide my bishop back, because if I went here, it would have got trapped, and we don't want that. He keeps moving his pawns, and I go and kick that horse. He jumps in. I knew that was a mistake, but I just castle long. He's pushing. I bring my rook out the way, getting out of the way of that pin. He has hella advantage, but guess what? He don't know what to do with that. He keeps pushing his pawns, and I push my pawn up. He takes. I take. And he gets my bishop for the free ski, but boy, don't let that fool you. I'm still a boss. I've shut the door on his dark square bishop. He develops his knight, and I bring my knight to the party. He brings his rook. Chop. Yeah. Chop. Yeah. I bring my rook up. He takes that pawn. And if I take back, boom. Give me that pawn, baby. I sacked the bishop. Yeah. Thinking if he takes, I take. And then I come down, and I'm threatening some nonsense. I guess the computer don't like it, but fuck it. He goes and takes a pawn. I take that pawn with check. He slides out the way. I bring my rook over. He brings his knight back. I give him a double check, or just a check, a discovered attack, so he can't take my bishop. He blocks it. Motherfucker, what are you doing? And now I take that with check. He slides out the way. Give me. Oh, I give him another check. Yeah. Yeah. So that's his only square right there. He goes there. I don't know where the mate is. Hold on. Am I tripping? I must be tripping. But fuck it. Give me that. Give me that goddamn rook. I'm taking that rook. He takes my bishop. I take his horse. He takes my queen. I take his queen. So now the material, I got 2 rooks and a horse. He has a rook and 2 bishops. He goes and takes that pawn. I slide my king out the way. He takes that right there, my horse. I take his rook, and he hits me with a check, forking my rook and my king. So he has 2 bishops for my rook, but I'm still a boss. Don't get it twisted. So I bring my rook up. I'm winning these pawns. He pushes. I go and attack. He brings his king up. I take. He's trying to attack my weak pawn, and I just push it up, fortifying everything. He brings his king up, and I take that pawn. He brings his bishop over, and I'm just pushing my pawn now. He's pushing his pawn. I bring my rook over. He's pushing his pawn. I bring my king up. He brings his bishop forward, and I go and attack this pawn, and also skewering his bishops. He drops back, and I push my other pawn. He comes in, I push my pawn. He takes, I push. Yeah. He's going down, I push. And he sacks his bishop for my pawn, but I take his bishop. So now I got a rook, bro. I'm winning now. Goofball, fuck wrong with him. He brings his king down, I give him a check. He comes down, I completely cut off this pawn from moving, and now his king can't get close to me, and his bishop can't give me checks because I'm on light squares. Very principled endgames. If they just have a bishop, make sure you stay on the opposite color at as most as you can, because their bishop will just be useless. He's pushing his pawn, I go and attack it, he defends it. I go and attack the bishop, and he brings his king. And now I'm like, hold up, okay. I'm doing calculations. The whole time I'm doing calculations, I'm like, if I trade and push, and he pushes, and he takes and pushes, I'll queen first, but he'll queen with check. So I was like, okay, I know what I need to do. Sack my rook. He takes. Now I just come back. I guard this up. Now it's like, okay, what the fuck is you doing? I can guard that. He brings his king. I'm pushing my pawn. He gives me a check. I slide my king back. He pushes his pawn. I push my pawn. He pushes his pawn. But guess what? Before he can queen and checkmate me, I queen with check on his king. Yeah. What you doing, bro? You thought you was gonna do something because you was up pieces, bro? I'm a fucking endgame boss. I do this. He brings his king up. I give checks. He keeps moving his king. I give checks. Yeah. Check. Yeah. Check. Oh, yeah. Now he's moving. Bro, fuck wrong with him? Now he can't queen at all. So I just push. He pushes. I push. And in this position, my man resigned. He got his ass hit with step tween, curl cross to the lane. Jelly. Yeah. Alright. That's the end of this video. So, please like and subscribe. And y'all have a good one. Deuce.